Today on American Piddler, you got a generator that won't start? I'm gonna give you 4 reasons why, teach you how to fix it. Stay tuned, you don't wanna miss it. All right guys, let's take a look at the generator. Listen, this thing sat in my garage for like at least 10 years, and I really don't know the last time I looked at it. Okay, here we are guys, look, here's the generator. This thing has sat for ever. Like, I can't even wipe the dirt off. It's been that long, okay? I have no idea if it's gonna start, but I can tell you when it was put away, it ran, okay? And if we look, I think if you look right in here, here's one little tip right away. You look in, she's bone dry, which means that when I put it away, I did it right. Tip 1, let's look at our fuel. That's the first of the 4 we're gonna talk about today. All right guys, real quick, this episode of American Piddler is sponsored by Plug Phones. I know you guys have heard me talk about them. They are wireless, Bluetooth, earplugs, and earbuds. Let me show you. Ta-da! You see that, guys? These things are great, okay? I don't ever put my hard hat on and go into any plant without them. Blue and yellow for, you know, when you're in the shop, yeah, you can't hear anything with them. 29 decibel rating right there, folks. Decibel rating, okay? Anyway, go check out Plug Phones at www.plugphones.com. Use Piddler10 and get 10% off. PIDDLER 10 at www.plugphones.com and get 10% off. I want to thank them for sponsoring this episode and for always taking care of American Piddler. They always keep me fresh. I'm telling you, you guys get them, they'll change your life forever. They've changed mine. I love them, and I'm not just saying that. I loved them long before they knew who I was. So I reached out to them, and they've always taken care of me since that day. And I want to take care of them, and you guys can help me do that by going to plugphones.com, using the Piddler10 discount code, and getting your own set. Leave me a comment in the below. We'll get right back to the episode. God bless you. Here we go. Okay, so here we are. We got to check out the fuel, right? If it's going to run, we're going to have to put fresh fuel in it. Tip number 1, when you put stuff away, don't leave fuel in it. So we'll fill it up with fresh fuel. We'll check the fuel filter and we'll go through that. I may take the bowl off the carburetor to make sure there's no gunk in there, but I'm almost certain there isn't. That will be our first tip. If you've got fuel left in it, you need to get rid of that fuel and put fresh fuel in it. So that's where we'll start. So we've ran out and we've got some fuel. Listen, if this is your first time here at American Piddler and you like videos like this, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell so you don't miss the next one. Give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment. I try and answer every single comment. You don't get that out of every YouTuber. And I know I'm little, but if you hit the subscribe button, we'll grow bigger, we'll do bigger projects, and we'll do it together. I like to piddle, and piddling ain't easy. Somebody's got to do it. Real quick, as we get this project started, guys, I'm going to show you all the tools we're going to need. Pretty simple set of pliers, a T-handled spark plug wrench, a compression tool to check the compression, a new fuel filter, spark plug gap, spark plug checker. This is a handy tool if you need it. Listen, any of this stuff right here, okay, are the tools that I use and that we're going to use in this video. I'll show you how to use them. I'll teach you how to use them. And if you you don't have this, but you're needing to work on some small engines or little things like that, these are pretty handy tools to have if you like to piddle around. The links are below. It's an affiliate link. Click it. Takes you to Amazon. You buy it, 2-day Prime, whatever. And it helps the channel, keeps us going. So first things first, we're just going to replace this simple 1/4-inch fuel filter. This was put away the correct way. We took the fuel out of it before we stored it. We knew that we weren't going to use it for a while, but a simple little twist breaks those free, comes right out. You know, if you're like me, I like doing like this on camera. Looks like the arrow is pointing that way, which means that's the way the fuel runs. So the arrow is pointing down, which is the way the fuel runs. Simple little twist, and we'll seat it. So if you needed to replace the fuel filter, by the way, for those of you that watch my videos and complained about me not replacing the fuel filter, that's for you. Chainsaw video, you had to be there. We still got straw and stuff in this thing. Probably ought to blow it out. Maybe we'll do that next. Okay, so we'll slide this on, right, just like that. I mean, that's simple. Fuel filter's done. We already know the gas tank was empty and dried. Again, if you left fuel in yours, no big deal. I'm not going to fault you too bad for it, but drain all that fuel out. You would do that here. You'd open the petcock on the other side, drain it out, catch it. Now we can put fuel in it. We'll do that in a minute, but we're going to move on to the next step. I'm just going to take this air hose and blow all this out. All the rat's nest. So the second thing, we've checked our fuel, now we're on to spark. Okay, so take this little cover off. We'll take our T-handled driver, put it in there, give it a good twist. Should come free, and it did. We'll back this out and check this spark plug out here. So it doesn't look too bad. If you look in here, you'll see, but the gap's a little small for what I would like. But let me show you how to go ahead and check that. Now, I gapped that to about 35 thousandths with the gap tool, okay? That's what this is from 0 and 35 thousandths is about there. Spark plug, you can either buy a handy dandy spark plug checker like this, okay? That's a link below. Now, if you don't have a handy dandy spark plug checker and this is all you got, generally you're probably gonna want a friend, but let me tell you, if you touch this and you pull this, it will shock the ever-living out of you, okay? So, I'm gonna get a friend here. You know, I get somebody off camera you can't see. They're gonna pull the cord. We're gonna shut these lights off for you. If you watch the space in between the diode and the bottom of the spark plug here, you should see a spark. See that spark? That's what we're going for. Now, for our next trick, we need compression. Step 2 is complete. We have spark, it's here. Now you'll need a handy dandy tool like this. It's called a compression checker. When you use this, you'll shove this in, you'll get your friend to pull the cord again. It'll read if you got compression. Well, then we're almost there. You only need one more thing, and that's air. So, take the handy dandy compression checker. We'll shove her in there. I shoved the compression checker down in the hole of the spark plug. So the spark plug threads in, we pull that out, we shove the compression checker in, we get our friend to pull the cord. We pull the compression checker out, and we have over 60 on your compression, okay? This engine is almost ready to start. If you're not freaking excited, I don't know why. If you are working on something and you've got a spark, you've got clean fuel, and you got compression, you are so close to a combustion engine making a combustion. So now, take our spark plug, we'll put it back in with our handy dandy T-handle thing. I love these things, by the way. If you've never had one, you really should get one. I was gonna throw the old one in, but I went and bought one of these fancy E3 ones. I only bought it for this episode. I think that spark plug's probably fine, but I'll throw a new one in for you guys. Hand thread it, okay? Always start it by hand so you can feel that it's going in straight. Once you get it started, and if you look at these spark plug tools, okay, there's a reason you want to use them. They got a little rubber grommet in there, and that rubber grommet will keep you from breaking that porcelain spark plug. You know how you say people got porcelain feelings? Well, my spark plug's got porcelain feelings. It's sensitive. So just hand tight there. Doesn't have to be anything crazy. Put your spark plug wire back on. Bada bing, bada boom. We've got fresh fuel. We've replaced the fuel filter. We've got spark. We've got compression. Number 4, we're going to check the old air filter here. I'm guessing that it's going to be okay. Yours is probably going to be okay. We're going to pull it out, blow it out, check it, and move on from there. Then we're going to fill it up and start this thing. Stay with me. We're getting close. So your air filter is right here, okay, but I'm going to show you why or where it's at on the motor to make it important, okay? This here is your carburetor, okay? So that fuel line comes over here, comes across, comes right through here, okay? Runs in here. Well, what happens in a combustion engine is it takes the gas, it takes the air, it shoves it into the cylinder underneath that spark, it compresses it. That compression we measured, it builds that compression way up. The spark sparks at the right time, and it creates an explosion. Every time it fires, it's an explosion. So that explosion then drives the piston. The piston comes down, the crank, and all of that. And we can go into that in detail if anybody's interested, but we're not going to do it here. So this is where your air filter's at. It's on this side. You can see it's got gunk, and it has set that long. So again, we're gonna clean it off. And you want all this stuff as as clean as you can get it, because you don't want any of this dirt or particles to get inside the cylinder or inside the carburetor, which could really kind of mess up your day. But we are getting close, guys. I'm excited. Stay with me. I know it's getting kind of lengthy here. So there it is. You know, it's pretty clean, really. I'll run the air through it just for good measure. When you blow an air filter out, blow it from the inside out, not the outside in. You don't want to drive any more into it than you have to, because when it's running, it's sucking air. It actually sucks it through this, and then it comes out this side and into the motor. So we'll blow air out through the air filter and just clean it up some. And again, we're not seeing a bunch of stuff coming out of here because there isn't a bunch of stuff to do. We can, look at that, we got some dirt on the inside of the cover. We can blow that off, but man, guys, there you have it. So there you have it, guys. Our 4 things that we check. We're checking fuel, we're checking spark, we're checking compression, and we're checking air. We've done all those things. It's taken us 15 minutes here. Took me a half hour to go get parts, and a lot of them I probably didn't even have to leave to get. I really think I could have used that old spark plug. I really think that fuel filter would have worked, but I changed all that stuff for you guys. Hit that like button for me, hit the subscribe. We're gonna put some fuel in it, we're gonna get it started. Okay, so thanks to our no-spill government gas can, I spilled a bunch of fuel. We'll get that out of the way. I put some sawdust down to soak it up, and again, we'll keep our footprint small here. Turn the switch on, okay? There's an I and an O. I is on, O is off. O is open, it means the circuit's open. I means it's connected, okay? So, we're gonna choke it, turn it on, pull the cord. I think it's gonna do something. Just like that. American Piddler. 4 easy ways how to start a generator. Abandoned. It's been sitting there forever. I don't even know how long it was. Forever. We just got it started. Obviously it died right away, but I think we can probably go back and try again. Fiddling ain't easy, y'all. We just make it look that way. Hit that like button, subscribe. God bless you. Thanks for watching, and keep on piddling.